Hey guys, this is Matt from Nod Studios, and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a new SuperPower 2 series here as the Central African Republic. Yes. Okay, enough of that shit. Anyways, in the previous episode, I asked you guys to go ahead and vote on which country you want me to play as in the upcoming series. And I really didn't get a unanimous answer. What I got instead was a bunch of votes for a bunch of different countries, and that's perfectly okay. No one ended up coming out on top, and, the voting actually ended up being a complete tie between, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 countries, I think we've got here. 9 countries. So, yeah, let me just go ahead and go over that really quickly. So basically, every single country, if you commented, you wanted this country in the description of the video, basically that country got a vote. And I didn't do it based off of likes or anything like that. If you commented for that country, it got a vote. And that's the only way a country can get a vote is through a comment. So basically, everyone suggested for me to play as a different country. So the countries out of the 9, I chose to do the Central African Republic. However, there were also a bunch of other countries that were suggested, such as Singapore, Germany, Vietnam, the Maldives, Norway, Switzerland, Mongolia, and Egypt. Those were all suggested and all received a single vote. So did the Central African Republic, and I just decided, what the heck? I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision to go ahead and just play as the Central African Republic. The second on the list there would have been Vietnam. I was definitely strongly thinking about playing as the glorious Vietnam and just trying to actually form up a huge Comintern alliance between the Soviet Union, the Chinese, and the Eastern Bloc, and just essentially trying to turn the whole entire world communist, or at least, doing a world takeover in which the whole entire world would be communist anyways. So that's what I was thinking, but I decided to go ahead and go with the Central African Republic, and we are going to align ourselves with the leftists, the communists, so as it were, and we are going to try and be buddy-buddy as much as possible with the great Soviet Union. So the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is just try and mimic them as completely as possible. And I'm not going to switch over to a single party, democracy just yet. And that's because I want the world to like me. If I switch over from a multi-party to a single party, the world is going to like me just a little bit less, especially in the West, and I'm really not trying to fuck around with that right now. So we're going to leave it on multi-party democracy. We should be able to win the elections, no problem, and if we do end up running into an issue with the elections, we can always just switch it over, That's the great thing about a multi-party democracy. If you realize you're losing the election, hey, we got a monarchy, hey, we have a socialist state. You can always switch the government form around and all of that good stuff. Oh yeah, and by the way, I completely forgot to mention, we are playing this time around with the Cold War mod and the Human Development mod. Now, I'm not exactly too familiar with the Human Development mod, but I'm going to try my best and try and work it out. I did read on the changelog that you can actually make other countries into your puppet. So I don't know exactly, how that whole entire thing works. But yeah, I'm just saying, basically, I don't know what the hell this mod is, and I might need a little bit of help with it. But you guys are always amazing. Let me just reinforce that. Y'all are fucking amazing. I love you guys so much. You guys are so sexy. Let me just tell you, okay? I really appreciate each and every single one of you motherfuckers out there. Actually, y'all ain't motherfuckers. Y'all are mother lovers. Like, y'all just love me. Like, the community, I feel, is just so loving. We all just, you know, it's amazing. I really feel like I can fall back on you guys. Anyways, I'm getting into a whole big spiel, and we ain't even started the game yet. So, first thing we gonna do is we gonna pretty much knock out research, even though it was pretty much knocked down on its own. And then the next thing we're gonna do is allocate some funds into the government. We're going to allocate some funds into telecommunications, completely maxing it out. We can drop healthcare just a little bit more to help out with our deficit, because we do start out with a little bit of a deficit, and that is costing us a pretty penny. So we definitely want to get that taken care of as soon as possible. The next thing I want to go ahead and do is completely get rid of propaganda. Actually, maybe we should leave it up just a little bit. So that way, you know, we are kind of insured to win the elections, because I don't want to have any mishaps going on there. And the next thing we can do is max out infrastructure. And I think that'll actually work out pretty okay for right now. I'm going to max out tourism as well. And that is going to leave us in a state of deficit. So, what I'm going to do to go ahead and counterbalance that is I'm going to raise the tax rate up. And this is a pretty big jump, but we're going to go ahead and shoot it straight up to 20%. And whoa, that actually skyrocketed my approval. I don't know how, but it did. So, since we have such a high approval, I was actually, you know, going to stop at 20, but let's go to 25%. Oh, yeah. All right, perfect. And then the next order of business is setting our interest level down to 0. Yeah. Also, by the way, for our political party, this time around, I decided to just go ahead and play as the People's Union for the Republic. I was trying to, you know, look for the most communist-esque name possible, and I don't know if the People's Union for the Republic is an actual communist party in the Central African Republic, but the People's Union, that sounded pretty damn communist to me. I also saw the Social Democratic Party, but, you know, Social Democrats really aren't communists at all. They're still capitalists. So I didn't really, you know, see that as a really communist option. I mean, if I had nothing else, I would have chosen that, but yeah. Anyways, that was just the most communist-sounding party I could find, so that's what I went with. Anyways, next up here, let's see, what do we got? Ooh, the French is the official language, in addition to one of the native languages, Sangho. Sangho? I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Probably butchering it terribly, but yeah. Now, what I want to actually do is I'm going to switch the official language over from Sangho to Swahili. Boom. And we're also going to leave French as the official language. That'll be okay. All right, let's start our game up and just see how we're doing. We are really quickly going to need to expand the military. It is not going to do at all with the size that it is right now. And I'm also just kind of perusing and scouting around neighboring countries to kind of see who my next target could be. The Congo is actually looking pretty damn promising. They have a great GDP. It's nearly 6 times mine. And they shouldn't be too hard to beat. Yeah, they really don't have that many soldiers, in all honesty. We could definitely raise an army pretty damn quickly that could beat that up. Alright. Yes. Also, just taking a look at the map, if you aren't familiar with this mod, it's essentially just the world as it was in 1985. So you still have Yugoslavia united. You have, you know, the Eastern Bloc of communist countries over here, and they are all classified as single-party democracies except for Yugoslavia. So you have, you know, East Germany, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey. Turkey's not a part of the East Bloc. Get out of that, Turkey! But yeah, you got the whole, essential USSR taking over the world badassery going on. Oh yeah, also, the Soviet-Afghan War is going on. I don't know if that's the official name for the war, but that's what I'm going to call it. Is there... Wait, can we see? Okay, I guess there isn't a war going on. That must be a glitch with the modder side of things. But anyways, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, I really... I'm thinking very strongly of changing the Central African Republic flag over to something more communist-like. Because, this does have, the little star there, but it's not screaming communism or socialism. I don't see any sickles. I don't see any hammers. I see this little, strip of red, but come on, we need all red. All right, this shit, that little pussy red, that shit ain't gonna work. All right, we need red. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's that time of the week red. Okay, sorry. Anyways, yeah. Damn, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? We in a bit of a deficit now, as expected. Oh yeah, we didn't even touch our resources. So let me go ahead and play around with that right now. So let's see. First of all, do we have any sectors that we can nationalize? Ooh, precious stones. Oh my lord, you getting government controlled, bitch. You getting nationalized. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if you look at the production and look how much I'm making off of trade, 989 million, okay? That's more than my entire deficit and then some. So, if it's going to generate a shit ton of revenue, it might kill our market share a little bit because government-controlled models, I'm not exactly sure how they work in this game. And, generally what I do is I just leave it on the free market unless I want to make some bank. Then I switch it over to being nationalized. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do, man. Because that is going to give us a shit ton of money. Now, let's see. Is there anything else? We could do wood and paper, but I don't think we need to. And in all honesty, if we don't have to nationalize a sector, I don't want to do it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I don't really see any other sectors that I really want to nationalize. Maybe we could do dairy or the wood and paper if our deficit is still looking down. However, I think we should be perfectly fine. So I'm going to go ahead and set a flat tax rate of 10% excluding drugs. Drugs will be set at a 5% tax rate, and everything else will be at 10%. Hopefully that should balance out our budget and also create an economy suited for growth. So I'll be back when that is all set up, and I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so welcome back. I have adjusted everything I wanted to in the resources menu here. So as you can see, I instituted the 10% flat tax on any private business or any private sector. Also, we have the precious stones market under government control. So that should really help out with our deficit here, which I'm hoping that's going to kick in sometime soon. Yup, there it did. However, we are still going negative, and that ain't good. We cannot be going negative at all. We have to be going positive at least a little bit. So I'm going to hike the tax rate up by 5%. We're going to go to 30%. Oh man, we're still taking on a huge ass deficit. Yeah, we might have to nationalize a few of those other sectors. So let's go ahead and nationalize the wood and paper industry. And we might have to do dairy as well. You know, we could also just choose to keep raising the personal income tax modifier. But I think, you know, it might be a little bit better just to do this instead. I'm not really sure, though. Yeah, the balance is still looking pretty bad. We could switch over vegetables and fruits and see how that's going. Now we've really got a mixed economy going on here. You know, I usually don't do this, though. It's usually 100% free market, but yeah. All right. All right. Now we need to get all buddy-buddy with the USSR. And the reason why I want to do this is primarily for money. Second of all, because we're trying to go a little bit of a communist-themed playthrough here. So I'm also, you know, trying to role play a little bit here and there, you know. So let's see here. Let's see. What do we want to do? I want to switch over the map mode to diplomatic relations. And then I want to see what kind of internal laws the USSR has got going on. So they don't allow freedom of demonstration or freedom of speech. Child labor is legal. Damn, okay, these guys are pretty right-wing. Got big boy Gorbachev. I think Gorbachev. 85? Was that Gorbachev? I think that was Gorbachev. Big shit-stained Gorbachev. Oh, yeah. You gotta love him. Sold this country for some fucking Pizza Hut. Anyways, let's see. We can go ahead and get rid of all that freedom shit, because we don't need that. Who needs freedom? Get rid of that shit. Oh, and our approval is still good. Okay. We have child labor legalized, so I'm happy about that. Let's see. What else? I think that actually mirrors the Soviet Union. Oh, didn't want to do that. Yeah, it does. I mean, we have women's suffrage, right? Yep, we do. Unlimited, yeah, that's exactly how the USSR is. Perfect. Ooh, and we should set the official religion as well. You know what? I think I might enforce a universal religious policy this time around. Let's go ahead. Let's make everyone believe in indigenous beliefs. I can't illegitimize... What? I can't illegitimize these three Christian... Why can't I do that? Well, screw you, game. Maybe I'm in some treaty. I don't really know. But anyways, everyone is going to bow down to the ways of the indigenous belief. Yeah, I always wanted to do that. You know, I never really did that in a playthrough. Oh, maybe it's because those parties don't actually exist. Is that why? Or those religions? Yeah, that's why, because they don't actually exist. All right, well, I guess that's good to know. Anyways, we should also, the next thing I want to do is, I'm going to get rid of every party here that isn't either... Wait, what? We'll be changing form to a multi-party democracy. Wait, what? I'm already a multi-party democracy. What are you trying to say here? Maybe I actually shouldn't mess around with the political parties just yet. Because, you know, my approval is sort of waning a little bit. We lost the leverage that we had. So I'm just going to rest with that for a little bit right now. We still need to raise the tax rate, though. This ain't going to work. Like, honestly, I'm thinking we just going to jump straight up to 45%. We going to do that, all right? It's going to make people hate me a little bit, but that's okay. That's why we got a little bit of propaganda. We got to make the people like us, you know? All right, that's not too bad, but we're still in a deficit. So I'm not liking it. What I do want to go ahead and do is I want to start getting worked. Start getting worked. Yeah, that's great English, man. Great freaking English, man. I want to start getting some work done on creating a shit ton of military units here. So we're going to go ahead and do 150,000. Okay, that's actually a lot of money. We ain't going to do 150,000. We're going to do 50,000. That's a lot better. There we go. Yeah, not trying to quadruple my budget there. Or my deficit, rather. We still gotta raise this fucking tax rate, man. It's gotta keep going up, 70%. Let's just jump straight to it, alright? I know we're gonna have to put that shit up there. It might even have to go a little higher, to be honest. We might have to go to 78%. We don't want to get any higher than 80, though. That's when the game is like, hell no. We might have to lower infrastructure a little bit. Ew, yeah. This is looking ugly. This is really why we need the USSR to be all buddy-buddy with us as well. Can we form an alliance with the USSR? No. Yeah, that's right. Our relations are definitely way too low. I don't even know why I tried that. Let's see then. You know, honestly, I was thinking of just staying multi-party, but I might just switch over. Because if I can just dump my shit onto the Soviet Union and just get them to like me, we'll be doing really good, okay? Trust me. We'll be doing very good. Can we do a weapons trade with the USSR? Nope. What about a noble cause? No. Yeah, they probably weren't going to accept a noble cause. All right, let's go ahead and try and maybe get... Yeah, no, I don't think the Soviet Union's going to give me shit, are they? Fuck you, Soviet Union. You know what? We're going to our great friends over here, Oman. Can we make an alliance with you? Yeah, no, we don't even have the relations for that. Of course, of course. Well, pretty much the entire West hates me now. That's okay. We are glorious communists. We fight for the great socialist revolution. Mwahaha! Yep, I've gone insane, guys. It's okay. It's okay. I really do want to take some strides, though, to going to war with the Congo. So let me go ahead and honestly, you know what? I'm not gonna do anything with them right now. We might embargo them, you know, just weapons trade embargo them a bunch, just so that way they really hate us. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really gonna do anything with them right now because we don't have a military to do anything with them right now. So let's see. We got the 50,000 personnel all trained up and ready to go. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and look at that black market. Let's see what they got for us over there. We're gonna go to buy, and do I got nothing? I got nothing? Damn, this mod must have completely wiped out the freaking black market. Well, that ain't good. That really ain't good. So let's go ahead and let's build. We don't have any units designed? Oh my god, what is this country? Design a unit. Oh my god, I don't have any technology. I don't have any allies and I don't have any technology. Maybe we won't be going to war with the Congo. Because their military definitely beats mine. And if I can't get any black market troops, we ain't gonna win against them. Bottom line. Let's see. What can we do here to make more money? Because we are really falling under. Maybe I should just re-privatize everything. Honestly. Yeah, let's just do that. Cause we obviously ain't making no more money. We ain't making jack shit. I'm gonna leave precious stones under government control, though. Alright, guys, so I was just kind of thinking about things and what I could do and sort of what course of action I could take here, and I think there is something very feasible that I can do. Now, I noticed that with it might just be the Cold War mod or the Human Development mod, but whenever I give away territory in a trade, it doesn't give me a boost in relations. And in the vanilla game, it does. Or at least I remember it doing that. Maybe it doesn't anymore. I'm not really sure, but I thought if you gave away land, it gave you relations. Now, I actually just tested that out really quickly. It does not give you any goddamn relations in this mod. So I don't know what the fuck going on there, but it don't give you any relations if you gave away free land. So instead, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to trade away Vikaga. And this territory, it's this little province over here. It's pretty damn wealthy, but, you know, not too wealthy compared to other, our other provinces. It's one of our probably most impoverished ones, but it's still actually worth quite a damn bit of money. So, I'm going to put in this, I'm going to put in Vikaga on my side of the trade. Then we're going to go over to the Soviet Union here, and we're going to ask them for, let's do 30, maybe we should start at 40 billion and just work our way down. I tried 60 billion before, they didn't like it, so I'm going to add in 40 billion, and I'm also, in addition to that, I'm going to ask for, okay, maybe I'm not going to ask for any technology. But then we can't see with that, though. We couldn't. Yeah, that's going to be a problem as well, because we can't build any units. So if we can't build any units, we're screwed anyways. All right, well, let's see if they'll do that. They took it. Okay, so we got $40 billion to work with here, folks. Perfect. All right, no, that's good. That is very good. Although, I don't know if we're going to be able to expand militarily. However, that is a lot of goddamn money, and we can maybe use it to increase our production to meet consumption. And this is really going to help out with our economy. So let's just pump a bunch of money into construction, get the market share really up there. Perfect. And I'm thinking this is really going to help out with our economy. I'm very much hoping it will. So if it doesn't, we're kind of screwed. I'm really out of ideas as to what I can do. Alright, so I've went ahead and I've bumped up a bunch of the sectors here in resources for the services sector, and I've just completely, bumped up production in this area, and it does look like that actually really helped out with the economy. That really, pretty much almost doubled our GDP per capita. Now, we do, I did leave a bunch more money in our, I guess, bank account. I don't really know. But I did leave a bunch of money there so we can continue investing. But I don't know if we should. Because we might have to sell a little bit more land even. Honestly, we might even just sell Bamingui Bangoran. We might just get rid of that. And boost our economy even more. So, let's see. Is that a... it is a pretty expensive territory, but that means we'll get a lot more money, right? So, let's give this to the Soviet Union, and let's say... Let's see if they'll do 100 billion. I don't think they will. It's probably going to be... Yeah, they're not. That's not going to be cheap enough for the Soviet Union. So, let's see. Instead of that, let's do... Let's see. Will they do 85 billion? Let's see. Ooh, no, not 850. 85, there we go. Nope, they are not going to accept that either. So we just basically got to do the back and forth here with the Soviet Union. Let's see, 80,000. Or 80 billion, my bad. Nope. still are not going to take it. Damn, they really want this at a fucking discount, don't they? This is the only thing that sucks, though, is because you do have to discount the price quite a bit for them to even consider it. All right, there we go. So we got 70 billion for that territory. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same exact thing that I was doing before. I'm going to go ahead, go into the resources, and I'm just going to bump up every single sector that I can, so that way it's meeting consumption. And, you know, if I can get it over, that'd be even better. But I'm just going to try and meet consumption for right now. And that should really immensely help out with our economy. So I'll be back when that is all finished. All right, guys, welcome back. So I have just finished allocating up some funds. And as you can see by the resources percentage, we are at least, you know, in the sectors that I could boost productivity. Yeah, there's a few like fossil fuels and vehicles I also think, yeah, that we don't have any production in. And I have to wait until I capture, you know, a territory from someone else, and then we can begin producing vehicles. Until then, I can't pump any money into the industry because it doesn't exist. However, the 5-year plan actually looks like it's working out, and working out pretty damn well at that. So I'm going to set the precious stones market back to private and fully legal. You know, it was fully legal before, but it was just government controlled. But anyways, we're switching over to a private model there because honestly, I don't think we're making any money off of that anyways. So making it government controlled is just going to, you know, deplete the production. It'll be better if it's on a private model. That'll help production slowly grow. But anyways, as you guys can see, that got us out of our deficit. So in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and expand and work on our economy even more. But I'm really glad that this worked because the Soviet Union was not going to be able to get friendly enough with me for me to go ahead and have them assume my debt, which is what I was, you know, originally trying to do. That is not going to work here. So I had to take a little bit of a different route. We had to sell 2 of our territories, but it should be okay because the Soviet Union hopefully is going to be a great friend to us in the future. And even, you know, if they aren't, they got 2 cheapy territories in the middle of Africa that, you know, are completely fucking worthless, basically. In all honesty, those were pretty useless. They weren't worth that much in the grand scheme of things. They have territories that are worth, you know, K billions. So, yeah. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to end this one off here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, please comment, and please subscribe. It really helps out, and it really does mean a lot. So once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!